Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Sagittarius February 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as February goes, Venus will be in Capricorn from the 3rd until the 28th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, this can manifest in one valuing consistency, responsibility, working within parameters, doing things in a regimented manner, perhaps as far as earning income goes and income generated, and also as well in attaining possessions, resources, and also too, remember, this could be about your feelings. Feelings of pessimism or overly negative should be avoided, as this could, of course, this could impact one's self-esteem and self-worth, since we're talking about second house energy. It could also, could be about as well, if you're unattached at this time, Sagittarius, this might manifest perhaps at meeting a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant at the place you generate income. It could be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply one that embodies Capricorn-like characteristics. And it could, and again, this could be a person that might also have an impact on your self-esteem and self-worth, and whether it is positive or negative. A lot of it could depend on the aspects this makes. If this is something, say, that makes an adverse aspect to your natal, your own natal Venus, it might actually be a little bit more adverse, or even to Jupiter. The planet, of course, of luck and fortune. It could be something where it could go, the other way. So anyway, next thing up is, as far as February goes, Mars will be in Aries from the 1st until the 14th. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, you might experience some acrimonious and contentious situations with children, with lovers. It could be with people that you share some kind of creative endeavor or hobby interest with. But also this could manifest perhaps in putting a lot of aggressive and assertive energies into 5th house matters, such as your hobbies, your creative endeavors, and fun, amusement, and enjoyment. It could be energy into sports that you truly enjoy. And also, too, could be about putting all this energy and vitality into some kind of combative sports or something, or hobby, or could be like karate or judo or boxing or wrestling. If you're unattached at this time, Sagittarius, this could also be about perhaps a sexual liaison or interlude with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or someone that embodies Aries-like characteristics. It could be at some creative outlet or entertainment venue. And also, this could also be about very quick, impulsive, spontaneous energy, and really into perhaps perhaps doing something with your personal popularity. And also, Mars and Aries energy could be about easy provocation, but not vindictive and vengeful energy. It could be about easy provocation in 5th house matters, and it could be with lovers, with children, people you share some amusement, enjoyment with. But also be careful, this could be also very impetuous and impatient, impulsive energy in matters of a speculative nature. So just make sure you're looking at all the making sure you're seeing all the fine print in something before acting on it, if you're trying to make some investment or doing something with some stock or what have you. Anyway, next thing up, as far as February goes, Mars will be in Taurus from the 14th until the 28th. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, one way this may manifest, this could be putting a lot of vitality and energy into some Taurus-like work, or something Taurus related that is connected with work and employment. It could be doing something like a pawnbroker type employment, or something with stock brokering, working as a stockbroker. just generating income in general. It could be something with anything with finances, to being working as a financial advisor. It could be agriculture, architecture, anything that could be Taurus related. But also this could manifest perhaps in very stubborn, persistent, obstinate arguments with people in your daily routine. It could also be an aunt or an uncle, someone at your place of employment. In some cases, this could be about a Taurus like you could be angry at some Taurus like health issue. It could be persistent headaches, or as far, because I'm talking about Mars and Taurus, of course, Taurus persistent energy. But what I'm saying is, going back to Taurus like health issue that you might be angry at, could be something with the throat or the neck, and especially say if this is making it in conjunct to one's actual ascendant in one's chart. So anyway, and also too, another way this could pan out. This could be a time too where if you're unattached, especially Sagittarius, you could be involved perhaps in a sexual liaison or interlude with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that embodies Taurus-like characteristics at your place of work. It could be someone you meet in some health or fitness club, perhaps. And also you might find yourself getting a little bit more acerbic and angry, perhaps over sustained or determined provocation. Could be matters connected with hygiene, or even something with your work ethic, anything that could be sixth house related. And also could be about manifesting, putting a lot of latent energy into health and fitness and matters connected with your employment, even service rendered to others. Anyway, next thing up is Jupiter will still be in Sagittarius, so the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, of course, especially if this is the actual first house in one's natal chart, there could be a greater propensity to put on weight. And especially perhaps, one of the signs especially that's notorious for perhaps being a little bit heavier is Sagittarius. So also too, at this time, and as I've stated in previous videos, that Jupiter can be paradoxical. It's strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. And again, it could expand the waistline, but it could also expand Sagittarius qualities. It could be bringing out the good and the bad in you that people could see on a first impression. It could be bringing out a lot of jocular, jovial, expansive, exuberant, and optimistic energy, but also perhaps even self-righteous, over-optimistic, even coxcombical behavior at this, even reckless behavior at this time, as one overly blunt and tactless energy. Could also manifest perhaps where this could be very fortuitous, perhaps for connecting with the Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that embodies Sagittarius characteristics from your early childhood. And even about Sagittarius could be very auspicious for Sagittarius, like new beginnings, something connected, for example, with publishing, advertising. It could be something in what I call a jocular position, such as something comedic, something with humor. It could be something connected with philosophy, religion, or sports even, or even something with travel. So anyway, next thing up. Saturn will be in Capricorn still, so the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, you might experience some restrictions and limitations, more so than usual, in second house matters, such as possessions and your resources, your income perhaps. It could even be matters with self-esteem and self-worth. And a lot of that, of course, could be dependent and predicated on aspects that are made to points in your natal chart. Say if this is making an adverse aspect to your natal Venus, this could really augment or perhaps increase the propensity for having that diminished perhaps self-worth or restricted self-worth or self-esteem. Also too, another way this could pan out is that this could be about where you might be really at this time where the restrictions with your income and other second house matters might be making you feel somewhat despondent, melancholy. It could be a very strong source of consternation and frustration. It could also be where you might be taking care of a debilitated or sickly person that might be prominent in your resources and your possession. It could be someone you know well at the place you generate income. And it could be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, or the joints, and it might be making you feel somewhat dejected or sad. And also older people, and maybe even the father, might be more prominent in your finances and really how you feel about yourself more so than usual at this time. And also could be about taking a lot of responsibilities for second house matters at this time. So, I mean, those are some ways this could pan out. So anyway, and hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, next thing up. Uranus will still be in Aries, so the fifth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, one way this may manifest is that this could be about very acrimonious, unpredictable behavior, perhaps from fifth house people, such as children. It could be lovers. It could be somebody that you know well in some creative endeavor or hobby you share with. Also putting a lot of, this could also be about Aries friendships. They could be Aries sun, moon, or ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Aries characteristics that might be more prominent in your fun, your amusement, and your enjoyment, your personal popularity. Perhaps this could also be doing something that is enjoyable. That could be something Uranus related. It could be something connected with innovation and ingenuity. It could be something with electronics or computers, something that is humanitarian, perhaps even it could be astrology or other esoteric subject, or aerospace, astronomy. Also, too, another way this could pan out, this could be really where your personal popularity might be going through a number of fluctuations and could be very erratic and sporadic, and matters with your really perhaps with lovers, with children, are a little bit more unpredictable or unusual. And it could be a time where if you have a child, it might be showing maybe even genius-like qualities in some cases. So anyway, next thing up. Neptune will still be in Pisces, so the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest, this could be about dealing with a lot of confounding and confusing issues in your home and your family life. It could be, maybe the situation at home, for whatever reason, there's a lot of chaos and confusion. This could also be about where there might be confusion in terms of your emotional security and what maybe you feel you need to do to make yourself emotionally secure, and just issues with safety and security in general. Some cases this could be about a flooding or some kind of a gas leak or some kind of accidental inadvertent chemical assimilation at home, like something like radon. So it's important to be careful as far as matters like this go. And also too, this could be about, in some cases, this could be about the dissolving or dissipation of a connection with a home or family member. You might be where, in some cases, your roots and traditions might seem somewhat nebulous and unclear at this time. And also maybe you might be a little nebulous and confused as to who you are at the core at this time as well. And also you might be, might manifest in a home or family member, someone you're close to home with, might succumb to some alcohol or drug use. So just really, it's something to look at this point in time. So anyway, last but not least, Pluto will be in Capricorn still. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, this could be about, I know a lot of you don't want me to say the dreaded D word, but I'm going to anyway. Some cases this could be about the actual or literal death. Somebody that perhaps you generate income with that you may have been close with. Maybe somebody that factored in strongly to your self-esteem and self-worth. And this could be also in some cases about the transformation perhaps of the way you generate income, or maybe some kind of rebirth or regeneration in connection with that. You might be transforming your values at this time. You might also feel that your self-worth or self-esteem might feel like it's destroyed or obliterated. But remember that Pluto energy could be about rebirth and regeneration. So what may go away can sometimes be revived when you're dealing with this energy. And you also might be doing something Pluto related as far as generating income. It could be something connected with the supernatural, the occult. It could be astrology, something that has to do with something of a secretive nature. It could be some kind of covert government work. Another examples could be working in some kind of making money in one, I guess you could say, a death field, such as working as a coroner, or somebody somebody like a funeral director, perhaps. But also guard against becoming overly obsessive and compulsive over issues that are associated with money and things with possessions as well at this time. And really this could be about Pluto-like things, could be things that you may value strongly, such as the occult, supernatural, or astrology, and things of a secretive nature, and keeping things confidential perhaps. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Sagittarius February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my Capricorn February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.